I'll be sharing a sad news in today's video, unfortunately, but it's very important that I make this video considering the fact that my audience are people who are really going to benefit from this information. So please, everybody needs to watch this video so that you will take something home, right? So guys, I came across a news on Instablog this morning about a woman who recently moved to the UK, and on her way back from work, she died. And you guys, this is really a sad news, and she's a mother of two. So imagine how they are going to feel that their daughter or their friend, their sister is abroad, right? You traveled abroad, and after 4 months of living abroad, they come to tell them this kind of story. This is really sad, and everybody needs to pay attention to the reason why this happened and try to avoid it from happening to you, right? You guys are welcome to my channel. My name is Tochi. Please like this video, share it to everyone that will benefit from it. To all my returning subscribers, you guys are welcome back. So guys, I came across this news on Instablog. 4 months after relocating to the UK, nurse reportedly dies after she slept off while driving home from work. And then somebody says, oh, an African nurse here in the UK has died after she slept off while driving home after a night shift. A single mom of 18 and 15 years. She came in January this year. May her soul rest in peace. Yes, may her soul rest in peace. The truth is, even going through the comments actually made me realize that a lot of people are ignorant of the true reality of things. People don't really know what's going on abroad, and that is why sometimes you see people or you hear people say all sorts of things without actually verifying their facts, right? Now we understand that people take shifts, people move abroad to get better lives for themselves, for their children, and tend to take shifts, extra shifts to work. See, the way the system is designed, especially in the UK, you just have to keep working and working and working, right? Because you have bills to pay, you have to take care of your children, and then there is black tax. We don't talk about that enough. Black tax is the money that we all send back home, right, every month, because we have responsibilities back home. Our families, our friends, they are all back at home, back in Africa. So we have to take care of them. The truth is, most of our family members really contributed a lot towards relocating abroad, right? That's the truth. Most people actually had support of their family members. Most people sold their lands, their properties, just to support their family members, their daughters, their sisters, or their siblings to travel abroad. So there's no way you will go abroad and forget your parents or your siblings. They're your responsibilities. You have to take care of them, especially after they've given you all the training, the education, everything you need to travel abroad. Now, there's that pressure on the one side, and there's the pressure of the bills you have to pay living abroad. Guys, the bills abroad are not smiling, especially at this period. It's a lot, guys. You have to feed, you have to pay your bills, you have to pay your rent, and all these things are monthly, right? So working one's regular shifts alone might not be enough to take care of all these things, right? So sometimes you have to pick extra shifts. And you know, for nurses, they do like agency shifts, which tends to pay them more and all that. So she could be doing all that just to help her take care of herself and her kids. She has 18 and 15 years old children, as you can see from the news. So she has a lot of responsibilities, and she's a single mom. So you would expect her to take all those things so she could meet up with all the responsibilities she has, right? So it's quite unfortunate. Yes, I sympathize with her family, with her children. I just pray that, you know, God takes care of them, and I pray that they'll be fine, right? Yes, there's struggle, there's pressure from left, right, and center. There are bills to pay. Everything is looking at you. Your children are looking at you. They have to feed. There are lots of things to do with money. I understand all that, right? Even me, I'm getting my own fair share of the pressure, and guess what's even every day. But my point is, let's try to listen to our body. Let's take rest. Everybody should try to rest. See, bank holiday shifts, you know, taking extra shifts, they pay more, and bank holiday shifts are even tempting. Normally you get, let's say, £11 per hour when you go for shifts, and for bank holidays they're offering you ×2, ×3 of what you would normally earn. It's really tempting. You would want to take it. You've seen all the bills you have to pay, everything. You want to take those shifts, you want to do those jobs and, you know, get the extra money, extra income. Yes, it's good to do all that, but sometimes learn to just say no to this kind of shifts. Learn to say no. It's family time. It's time to rest. It's time to spend time with my family. It's time to just take a break, Listen to your body, take care of your body, right? From time to time, go for medical checkups, try to exercise as much as possible, try to take time off work and just relax, right? Relax. Tell yourself, you say this morning, you say this shifts, no matter how much it is today, I am not doing it. Spend time with your family, spend time with your kids, enjoy yourself sometimes. Even the money that you make, take money from it, buy good meal, cook good food, eat and be happy, and just say no, enough. Sometimes, right, there's time for everything, okay? Let's understand all that. And then after a night shift, if you're tired, please rest, okay? Maybe drive somewhere, sleep or something, or look for somebody you can call and talk to for a long time so that the sleep will clear off your eyes before you drive, okay? Listen to your body at every point in time. If you're sleepy, please don't drive. Don't say, oh, it's just a 2 minutes drive, it's just 5 minutes drive, I'll be home soon. Please listen to your body at every point in time. I beg us in the name of God, so that this will not be your situation. This is really a sad news. Imagine coming abroad to have a better life for yourself and you hear this kind of news. It's really sad. May her soul rest in peace, and may God comfort her family and take care of her children. Amen. And on the second thought, it might not really be sleep that actually made her have that accident. It could be her first night shift. Imagine that you are awake all night, just doing it for the first time. It can do a lot to your body, because night is for sleep, right? Just taking care of a baby at night, like staying all night taking care of your baby. For those who have newborn babies or who have had children, where you have to stay awake all night to take care of your baby and all that, it messes up with your mental health. It messes up with your mind in the morning. Sometimes you're disorganized in the morning, you have to sleep. See, you can't really cheat nature. It takes you to sometimes sleep during the day to be able to get back yourself and get back your mind to, working normally, right? So that might be her case. Okay, whatever the situation is, whatever the reason is, everybody just has to be careful. You have to listen to your body. You have to always pay attention to what your body is saying. Take care of yourself first, right? And know when to say no to all these requests so that you don't overwork yourself. If you don't have money, if this request keeps coming in, people are asking you for money from left, right, and center, you have looked at your pockets and you know sincerely that you don't have it. Please know when to say no. Okay, I'm not saying you shouldn't take care of responsibility. You have responsibilities. Take care of your responsibilities. Do what you can afford to do. Do what you can do. But please, if you cannot at any point in time, learn to say no. Everybody will understand. Explain to your friends, your siblings, your family members the situation of things, what's going on with you, why you can't meet up with your responsibilities at that point. Ask them to give you some time. Please don't overwork yourself. Don't overstress it. Don't overthink it. Take it one day at a time, right? Let's all use this to learn. This period, everybody just learn. Abroad is hard enough. It's hard enough that you are in a country where you have to do everything all by yourself, where you don't even have your family members and friends around you to talk to understand what's going on with you. It feels like you're lonely. It feels like you are just all by yourself. That alone deals with somebody's mental health. That alone just, messes up with your mind, right? So dealing with that alone, coupled with all the stress, coupled with all the bills you have to pay, coupled with, the loneliness, staying alone, is a lot. It could be a lot, right? See, we don't say these things as often as we're supposed to say it. Sometimes when people come out to say some of these things, don't shut them up. Allow people vent. Allow people express themselves. The more you bottle up all these things, the worse it gets. Allow people express themselves. Allow people say how they feel, because you don't know how people feel. You don't know how they deal with pressure. As to how people go into depression, how people just lose their minds and all these things, because you're shutting them up. Let people be. Let people talk. Let people express their hurts, their anxiety, their anger the way they know how to. Please, let's not be shutting people up when they come out to say how they feel or what's going on with them. I beg you in the name of God. Because I've come to see these things trending, that when people come out to say, especially those abroad, when they come out to say how they feel, what's happening with their life, you just see people making comments. If you don't like it, go back home. Keep quiet. You're not the only one abroad. Things like that. Let's try to be human sometimes. Let's try to understand what people are going through. Let's try not to shut people up when they speak. Right? It could just be their way of, letting it all out. So yeah, this is just a quick video just to remind us to listen to our bodies, to remind us to take a break sometimes, remind us not to drive when you're tired, when you're exhausted, when you're feeling sleepy. Take enough rest. Tell yourself that bills can wait. You know, you can always be alive to make money. You guys remember that video I made here with somebody who came and said, you know, she was doing a job that she didn't have time to rest, she didn't have time for her family, she was always fainting at work, always sick and all that. It was affecting her mental health, it was affecting her family life, so she had to quit that job. Most people came here to condemn her, most people came here to say, if you don't want the job, come back home. People that want it to come and take it, you know, things like that. But you have to actually come here to wear the shoes to understand what's going on, because sometimes when people say these things, you really don't understand how it feels, right? So she had to quit the job because, you know, it was traumatizing for her, and I'm so happy she did that. She took that step. I'm very happy she actually got another job. So please, if you're doing a job that is stressing you out, try to change employers if you can, okay? If you're doing a job that you don't have time, you're always falling sick, see, it's not worth it. No matter the amount of money you make, your life is very important. It takes somebody who is alive to enjoy whatever money you're making, no matter the amount. So please, let's all evaluate these things. Let's all try to take a break. Even if your job is very stressful, take a break after work. After work, go home, rest. Leave work at work. When you come back home, sometimes don't even talk about work. Just rest, just enjoy your time with your family. You know, take a break. If you need to go on holidays, if you need to visit family and friends, if you need to, you know, sleep all day, whatever you need to do, just do. When you go back home, look at all the house chores you have to do. If you cannot do it, leave it for that moment. Just leave it, just rest. Let's all cultivate the habit of resting. The truth is, some people actually find it very hard to rest. I've come to understand that. I've realized that some people find it very, very difficult to rest. If you are that kind of person, please and please, I beg you, no matter what the situation is, no matter the financial responsibilities you have, tell yourself, just consciously and constantly tell yourself every day, today I have to rest. After work, I need to rest. Always sing it to yourself, or tell your family, tell your siblings, tell your children to remind you to rest. Is a really very important, right? So yes, we've come to the end of this video. This is just like a gentle reminder for everybody living abroad, all immigrants. Let's all be careful. Let's all help one another as much as we can, and let's be more human. Let's understand people and stop shutting people out. If you're at home, check on your friends, your family members abroad, your relations abroad from time to time. Ask them how they are doing, not just about asking them for money all the time. Check on them, because sometimes it's really hard and difficult for people abroad, but may God help us all and see us through. And for the woman who just lost her life, may she rest in peace, and may God continue to help her family. So yeah, we've come to the end of this video. I hope it helps somebody. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.